Eccoci, dai. Poi hai finito di torturare Jordi. Sto scherzando.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Jackson. And he's got this
No, l'ha tenuta.
All the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jackson on first down to the right side and complete to Thomas. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Grande Burns.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No.
Took a chance with that one. What a lead to a 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Right.
It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to send the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moore. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Burrow. It's caught. Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. start passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
Dai, Big Dog.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, holding good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to him on first down.
Ma non ci credo.
He'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On the ground, it's Thomas.
No, vabbè, ma non ci credo. Vabbè, ma...
16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
Oh, di grazia.
So you don't trip and fall when it happens.
Abbiamo fermato una corsa.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This is Thomas.
Porca troia.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with Thomas. And he's going to back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jackson. will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Burrow changing things up here. From just shy of midfield, Burrow on the move to his left, and his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Moore. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. First down, here's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Godwin, the motion man. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now it's Burrow.
Ah!
Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive
Che
unit.
palle.
4 guys the 5th guy is giving something up. They got to find a way to get on the same page.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT?
Mamma mia!
You'll take punts. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now a 3rd and 6. Jackson. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Well, here's Lou Headley now. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get it first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral it. And they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 1 yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone.
Nice.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Short throw to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Moore. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down.
Pure, cioè, Chase fuori, Wiggins fuori. Allora fate come volete.
Stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Touchdown!
Woo!
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On second down, here's Jackson.
E 3. Grande Burns.
Once again, Brian Burns dropping it for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now a shot taken on third down, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not got him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Moore on the return. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 1. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for the Bengals. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
38-yard line, second and 9. Here's Burrow. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
No.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Up the middle they go. It's Moore. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game, but as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Era giusto prendere sti 3 punti. Sono contento di sti 3 punti, onestamente.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much.
Oh, mamma mia.
Shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained
Meno male.
here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And he's got some space here.
Che io non so cosa fare per fermare le corse oggi, onestamente.
It's another first down on what'll be a gain of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again with Jackson. No
Vaffanculo una volta almeno.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Dai. Dai, questo è un momento che mi piace. Questo è un momento che mi piace.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
E dai, e lo sapevo che questo era un momento. Dai, dai, dai.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. One score, 20-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. He's got the connection to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
An inside give, Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here we go.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. on second down. Here's Burrow.
Oof.
His throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengals lead.
All right.
A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They run with Jackson out of the gun.
All right.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touchdown.
Sí.
Great read by the secondary.
Dai.
Come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line.
And David Bowie. And Diabo.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Oh.
That'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Che palle, guarda.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Che palle.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin McKay in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
No! Non ci credo. Non ci credo.
Pick up the first there. That clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead. There he goes, left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a give, it's Jackson. Pushing his way through, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, goal to go. Now it's Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Jackson.
See!
But it's incomplete. With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal. Jackson to throw.
See!
It's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Moore. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here we go. Here we go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here we go with Burrow. A quick pass here to get
Non ci credo, non ci credo, non ci credo.
As he'll get with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Hostia puta.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Ma che cazzo è sta roba?
So they'll accept that
Ma
penalty.
vaffanculo, va.
Football up the field.
Cioè, gli ha pure fermato il cronometro, guarda che schifo. Che schifo.
Here's Jackson.
Ma guarda te.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson.
Ma non ci credo, ma fagliela prendere, buttalo giù, ma non sapete giocare a football, ma fagliela prendere, buttalo giù che è finita la partita. Ma quando cazzo avete imparato a giocare a football? Cazzo, la butta per terra, questo rincoglionito la butta per terra. Con la partita finita.
Between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Ci credo, guarda che cazzo di rincoglioniti che c'ho a giocare in sta squadra. C'ho i rincoglioniti che non sanno proprio come si gioca a football. Dio fa, ma guardate che partita che abbiamo buttato al cesso, guarda. Incredibile. Incredibile. Per un cazzo di extra point perdiamo sta partita.
Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same.
Non ci posso credere. Io non ci posso credere.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, they took us until the final play charge to officially decide a winner. That last play, they were so bad.